Guys, I know there's been a lot of argument in the Bitcoin community whether BRC-20 has been good or Ordinals have been good or bad for Bitcoin. I'm here to tell you that I actually agree with the Bitcoin purists and that Bitcoin, Ordinals, and BRC-20 has been a complete disaster for Bitcoin. But not for the same reason that they say it's a complete disaster for Bitcoin. Their reason is kind of BS. There's like, we must remain pure to Satoshi's vision and it can't do anything else but transacting money. No, that's BS and that's a cop-out excuse. The reason I have is because it's shown Bitcoin's weaknesses and that why Bitcoin technology is completely obsolete. Because it shows that if you build anything at all on the base blockchain of Bitcoin, it goes to crap. And the thing is, it shows that why you can't run the world's economy and transactions at 7 TPS. Here's the thing, you can build 99% of your stuff on Lightning, but if you build that one app that's actually popular on the base chain, it's going to crash the base chain. It's going to destroy it and make transactions go really, really high. I believe Bitcoin transactions are like $20, $30 right now. Now Ethereum's are like 100, so Bitcoin's still better than Ethereum, but $30 is nothing to write home about. You know why? Because you want to use Bitcoin to transfer money, whether it's domestic or international. Why would I just not use Venmo? On Venmo, I have free transfers that take 1 to 3 days, and by the speed that Bitcoin's going right now, I might as well just use that. But if I want instant transaction on Venmo, I can pay like X percentage points and get that transfer on Venmo for less than what it costs on Bitcoin. Bitcoin transactions might cost $20, $30 right now. It only costs me $15 to actually like transfer on Venmo. I think it's a maximum of 20. But right now, like, you know, when my roommate pays me rent and I want to transfer it to my bank, instantly, it costs me around $15. I did this last month as an experiment. It was $7.50 and I transferred for $7.35. So it cost me $15. But guess what? That was instant. And the thing is, I didn't have to bid the price up. It's just a flat price. And I like that a lot better. And also, it's less than what Bitcoin costs to transfer because Bitcoin costs more than $15 right now. I can always depend on that $15 transfer. And the thing is, yes, you're saying, oh, it was only $700 or $1,000. And if it's over $1,000, it might cost more than the Bitcoin fee. First of all, I think like Venmo does cap the fee at like $20 or so. I don't exactly know what the cap is, but it's even if it's higher than $20, it's not that much higher, or it's probably even less than the fee for Bitcoin right now. And plus, you have to realize most of my transactions throughout the month are less than $1,000. Like there's not that much that I actually use. There's not that much time where I actually make transactions over $1,000. Like, think about it. Buying groceries, I don't spend $1,000 at a time on groceries. Like buying certain goods, filling up gas. Yes, gas is expensive, but a tank of gas for me does not cost $1,000. So I think for the majority of Americans, like most transactions, they're just going to be better off using PayPal or Venmo. Even if they use the instant transaction option, it's going to cost less than Bitcoin. So the thing is, like, Bitcoin's use case kind of gets shrunk there, maybe for international transactions. But then again, if I'm doing international transactions and I want it fast, why would I not just use XRP or Tron or VeChain or anything else? Now, and the thing is, like, people have done this to substitute for Ethereum before, and they're going to do it for Bitcoin as well. Because remember, when Tether transactions got really expensive on Ethereum, what did they do? They went over on Tron, and it was freaking free. And the thing is, like, I think people are going to see this, and it's going to force them to other chains. And once they start using those other chains, they're going to realize that those other chains are actually much more useful than Bitcoin for transacting. Because even at its fastest, Bitcoin transactions are way, way slower than the ones on the other chains. And the thing is, like, your only solution is Lightning. But the thing is, since Lightning's centralized anyways, you don't have the decentralization argument. So why not just use Tron or XRP or VeChain or Cardano? Because any of those blockchains, when I do a transfer in my wallet, before I can open up the other wallet, the money's already there. That's not what it's like for Bitcoin and Ethereum. It actually takes a few minutes, even when things are good. And when things are bad, it can take hours or days. Hell, you might as well just get on a plane and fly that cash over. when it's really, really congested, because it might just get there faster than your Bitcoin transaction. And during the next bull run, when everyone is squeezed for transactions, it might actually just be cheaper to fly on a plane and take that bag of cash over to wherever the hell you actually need it, because that's how bad the fees are. Ethereum fees are like $100 right now for swaps. And in a bull run, when everyone's trying to swap, they're going to be like several $100s. Bitcoin, I think, is going to get worse too, because, with all these BRC-20s and Ordinals, they're going to pump the price up to several times what it is now, and the transactions are going to be super slow. So I think Bitcoin Ordinals are a disaster for Bitcoin, not because of the purist maxi excuse, but because they reveal Bitcoin's severe weaknesses, and they're going to push people to other chains out of necessity. So the thing is, yes, the whole argument that the miners are coming up with, oh, it's great for Bitcoin, it shows that Bitcoin can do other things. No, it doesn't. It actually shows the exact opposite, that Bitcoin can't do any other things. And the thing is, you have to convince every single developer to use Layer 2 or Lightning, if that's even possible, to build Bitcoin. Because Layer 2s generally don't have too much composability between the Layer 2s. And I don't know how many bridges there are between the various Layer 2s. Bitcoin only really has Lightning. And even if 99% of your developers build on Lightning and 1% builds on the base chain, if that 1% builds a popular app, you are still screwed. So that's why Bitcoin Ordinals has been overall a disaster for Bitcoin. It's because it's shown that Bitcoin can't run anything. It's shown that Bitcoin can't run the world's transactions, because eventually, even if you use Lightning, you still have to reconcile the TX transactions on the base chain. And when you try to do that, all hell is going to break loose, because it's just too slow and it's too inefficient. So yes, it has been a disaster, and I agree with the Bitcoin maxis, but only on their conclusion, not on their reasoning, because I believe their reasoning is complete garbage. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you, and have a nice day.